Lena the Plug and Adam22 getting a divorce? Make sure y'all smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and watch the full video. Because according to court documents, it's your boy Music 101, the street reporter, and I'm back with another video. Let's get into it. TMZ just dropped the article and it says, Lena the Plug is pulling the plug on her marriage with Adam22. Lena filed a divorce docs in LA County without a lawyer on June 1st, which happens to be her birthday, and wants legal and physical custody of their 5-year-old daughter, according to divorce documents obtained by TMZ. For those who don't know, the couple has a very successful podcast and OnlyFans account, which also make for a very unique relationship. They shoot corn content with people outside their marriage, together and individually, and interview those people on their podcast. Adam also hosts his popular No Jumper podcast without her. That being said, in the documents, Lena says she does not have a job and her only income is $3,000 monthly spousal support from Adam.
Yeah,
everything.
I remember I brought this up last time. So you guys actually split your bills, which for a married couple is not very common.
Listen, relationship. Adam bought me a designer bag for like my first birthdays when I was with him, and I was like, whoa, like I freaked out. I just don't expect a guy to like pay for my life or spend that much money on me. I've always supported myself. I always had a job since I was like 15, and I told him, I was like, I'm gonna buy a house. I don't know if you want to buy one, but I'm buying one and you can move in. And he was like, no, I'll buy it with you. And that's just kind of where it started from.
Of course, she's a very successful creator on OnlyFans, but in the documents, she makes it sound like she has no control over that revenue, saying, I have no access to any financial resources in this marriage or actual financial information. So all amounts entered are estimates. She also says that they have a $1.1 million entertainment studio and she wants half of that in the divorce. They got married back in 2023, and in the documents, she lists their date of separation as April 15th. That being said, they're still about making that money. On Tuesday, they co-posted promo pics for a new podcast episode, and Lena liked and commented. TMZ reached out to Lena and Adam and got no response. If this true, I gotta fill out an application to be a psychic or something. Just 2 weeks ago, I said Lena and Adam22 must be beefing after she been doing X content and promoting X content with other men at least once a month, and recently twice a month. And why was that alarming to me? Y'all remember when Lena the Plug and Jason Love first made content together and they went viral and everybody was clowning Adam22?
Right, but I'm just saying it's not like I was sitting in the corner, because there's a whole narrative.
Okay, I don't think are you gonna go with this?
Well, it does seem kind of stupid.
So there's thing is different because they're supposed to be weak and they want to be made to feel lesser, and I don't think that that's you. I think that there's like the more swinging side of things where it's like you are turned on by your wife enjoying someone, and then she comes back to you and you guys enjoy your own personal experiences more with each other because she did that.
I said, wait a minute.
Well, before she slept with Jason Love, Lena have never slept with another man for content since she been with Adam22. And according to Adam22, Lena was coming to him, let him know like, hey, look, I let you sleep with all these women because majority of their content is Lena, Adam, and another female. She say she let him sleep with all the women he want. She just wanted to do content with another man. Adam22 said right before the wedding, he thought about it and he felt like he was mentally prepared for another man to be smashing his wife. And he agreed to it. And it happened right after the wedding.
Okay, so leading up to this, you co-signed this whole situation. It's not like she just went off on her own and decided to do this scene.
I helped her brainstorm this ingenious plan.
You guys put this plan together. So what led up to you being okay with this? Because you and I have had conversations about this before. We've talked about you doing scenes with her and how you might be okay with a guy, but it's never happened and so forth. So this was very much a left turn from our previous conversation.
But it's interesting you say that because there was a clip of me on Andrew Schultz's podcast, Flagrant, where he asked me, would you ever do a scene with her and another guy? And I said no. But on your podcast, as well as on Academics, I had been asked the same question by you guys, and I had been a lot less. I hadn't necessarily closed the door on it. I was kind of like, maybe, potentially, it could happen. I could see it, you know? But yeah, so it really like started to get conceptualized because me and her were kind of having a conversation one day about if we would ever swing on camera, which swinging, for people who don't know, would probably be me and her plus another couple, a guy and a girl, and then we switch. And so we would be having sex with each other's partners on camera. We talked about that at one point, and we decided that we thought that it was a pretty decent idea. And I kind of like wrapped my head around it in the sense of like, you know what? I think that I have reached the level of emotional maturity that I could see another guy's going into you, and I wouldn't be permanently scarred by it. Since, you know, the average guy, when you think about your wife or your girlfriend having sex with another dude, it creates, you know, a level of revulsion, I would assume, for the average guy. It's not something that you want to think about. But I decided that, you know, having been in the porn game for this long, that I was ready for us to take that step where she would be working with another guy. We're still going to do that swinging stuff, but I think that we decided that the thing that would probably garner the most attention would be her just doing a one-on-one scene with another guy. So yeah, I signed off on it. We had the conversation maybe a couple months before the wedding. Then we come home.
Oh, you guys talked about this before the wedding?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
We've been talking about it for a few months. And then we get married, we come back. We were maybe home from the honeymoon for like a month, and she ended up doing it. It was a Sunday. I was playing poker tournaments in the back house.
Now, Adam22 also said he would allow this every once in a while. But to seeing her doing content with other men once a month, now twice a month, that ain't every once in a while. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Is that every once in a while?
You gotta chill out a bit.
Yeah.
You went a little too solo skis.
What do you mean?
Johnny,
Alex,
Jason, Little
Yes.
D.
Normally when people get married, you know, just a bunch of people and
I got your permission to f all these men. You signed off. If you don't like the guy, you're not signing off.
But she just busted it out the other day. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna retire in like 5 years. I'm like, damn, that's a life.
That's why I felt like Lena and Adam22 must been beefing. Or they just came to agreement, hey, go on and do what you do. But after the news broke that they was getting a divorce, Adam22 posted on his story, Freedom, with Jay-Z song, Girls, Girls, Girls. Lena the Plug, she posted on her story after the news broke and promoted her and Jason Love. Now, a lot of people are saying ever since she did the content with Jason Love, they knew it'll go downhill because now she got some in her life. You hear me? I ain't even finna say the initials, but y'all know the initials that start with a P. Let me tell you why this crazy though. After she smashed Jason Love the first time, he went on an interview and made comments saying,
do you think that you her better than Adam did?
Well, obviously, yes.
After Adam heard that, he was furious. He was pissed.
I guess we're doing this today. Hey, Jason Love, I trusted you to pork my wife, and it seems like that clout is getting to your head. You're talking real spicy, and I ain't really feeling it. Number one, the angle of the dangle is more important than the cubic of the pubic. That's number one. Number two, my D game, when I'm serving it, man, it's just like your mom's home cooking, because there's a special ingredient. It's called love. You ever heard of it?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And you would think that he'll never give him a chance to smash her again. But guess what? Since the content did so good, since the numbers went through the roof, and they made the most money they ever made doing corn, Adam22 allowed her to smash him again.
When you look at like the Google trend for my whole career, it's like everything else was kind of like not that big a deal. And then all of a sudden I let my wife a dude, and it was like the biggest thing in my whole life, which obviously I get a lot of negativity about it, but it also was like probably the biggest payday that her or I ever got, and it would seem like the biggest deal in the world to the audience. So I don't know, I felt like it was part of like the sacrifice that had to be made for me to really like ascend to whatever I am now.
Damn.
Now let me tell you something. If she ain't create feelings for my boy the first time, after that second time, she definitely did.
They've only had sex 2 times, and it was both on camera, once on a boat, once in a hotel room.
Yes.
I would like for you to clarify that there was in no way any kind of emotional connection. This is not a date. No. This is not her boyfriend on the side. She's a happily married woman who is occasionally allowed to step outside into the streets and behave like a low down, dirty on camera. It's not, this doesn't trickle into our real life. It's just content.
What you mean? How? How have you? Oh, man.
Adam22 and Jason Love had a celebrity boxing match. And before the fight,
no, trying to decide who I'm gonna sleep with on fight night, I just feel like there's so many factors. Do either of these guys have any energy left for sex at the end of the day? I don't know. I've never done a boxing fight. Adam, what do you think?
Me, the correct answer is me.
I'm Lena Nersessian, aka Lena the Plug.
I'm done. Cut the show. I'm done.
You were pretty happy that he's fighting Jason. You don't care about that he's fighting Jason.
I mean, yes, Jason is a very large man, but when you have them side by side,
Large how? Large how? Whoa.
large in many ways. However, they are pretty comparable in size when you put them right next to each other.
What?
I only got one question. Yo, Lena, was this nigga better in the ring or better in bed? Word 2.
Better in bed. Better in bed.
and now they going through a divorce. She on that motherfucker promoting her and Jason Love OnlyFans. To me, that's her co-signing like, yeah, I love his better. Y'all get in the comments and tell me what you think about this whole situation, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications. It's free. Do it for me.
Charleston White, Brick Baby, again, loose cannon coming about 18 If I step, I'm the leader, this ain't shit.